Okay, we are live. Hang on a second. Let me grab my notes. I was moving things around and just kind of trying to see what was what, and I put a bunch of stuff over there that let's see. Okay. All right, gosh, I have 7 people on already. Well, I'm on a little early. And I tell you what, I'm on a little early because I'm still trying to sort out this new setup. And I wanted to see what was what. So people are getting their notifications. Let me just go ahead and say, hey, Sister Circle, how you doing? All right, welcome to YouTube Talk, where you'll get tips, talk, and strategy on how to grow your YouTube channel in 2020. And speaking of YouTube channels, let's make sure it stays that way, that it stays your YouTube channel. So on this live stream, I'm going to give you we're going to address Roberto Blake's latest video warning YouTube email scams, hacking channels. I'll also give you updates on the latest YouTube collabs, challenges, and open invites that you might want to jump into if they fit into your YouTube strategy. But before we get into that, if we're just meeting, I'm Denise Jordan, and I teach women how to grow their influence through YouTube. So if that sounds like something that you want to do, then hit that subscribe button and double tap that little bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Okay, so let's get started. On tonight's episode of YouTube Talk, we're going to talk about the email hacking scams that have been going around. And I tell you what, it's just really a little scary. As Roberto said in his video, terrifying. And yes, it is. So we're going to address that. And then I'll also give you some updates on open invites and collabs. And I asked you guys too to bring a goal that you set for your YouTube channel for 2020. We'll try to address that as well. But because of the importance of the YouTube hacking situation, we'll talk about that first, and then we'll get into the open invites and collaborations, and then we'll get into the goals and that kind of thing. So we'll do that at the end so that in case people don't want to stick around for that piece, we'll have the content, the important content out of the way. And if you're watching this on the replay, I want to thank you so much for joining us. I'm sure you'll get good value out of what we do today. So just go right ahead and jump in on the discussion and leave your comments or questions for me in the description box. And then I'll get back to you as early as possible. And for those of you that joined us live, well, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How are you doing? I really appreciate you jumping on live with me tonight. So now let's see who's on. There is Creatively Ms. Me with Stephanie, and she's already saying circle up. And Andrea Mason at the Queen's Court. Hey, Andrea. And Wendy Always Busy is with us tonight. And I think it's Sandy at Sister Cousins Lifestyle is here as well. Diva Designing on a Dime and Janae Whitney. So, and my blessedness. So we've got quite a few people on with us already. We've got 17 people on. If I could get 17 thumbs up, that would be just great. All right. So who's ready to circle up tonight? Let me know. And also let me know what you're sipping on. I've just got ice water tonight because I had a great weigh-in at Weight Watchers. So I thought no lemonade this week for me. So I got ice water. So what the rest of you guys got? What you sipping on? So Lynn Kelly, author, she's got, Thrifted Adventures has water. Stephanie has iced tea. My Blessed Nest has iced tea. Now, Lynn Kelly, author, is saying, what does circle up mean? Well, I am so glad that you asked. So because what I say is, if you're ready to circle up, drop me a circle up in the chat box below or in the comment section if you're on the replay. And so if you're new here, you've stumbled onto the Sister Circle, and we are a group of like-minded women, a global mastermind, so to speak, who have banded together to grow our YouTube channels one subscriber at a time. So when we say circle up, it means that you are ready to take action, to get it done, to stop dreaming, and to start doing. So if you're ready to circle up, Lynn Kelly, drop us a circle up in the description box below, because that means that you're ready to take some action. And even if you are not a member of the Sister Circle, but you're on with us today and you're ready to take some action, you are ready to grow your influence through YouTube video. Circle up. Drop me that circle up in that comment section below. And Lynn says, finally, an emoji. And I will have to tell you guys, the screen is just a little bit off. I'm going to try to type something in to see if I can get it to shift over just a little bit. But the screen, so if I can get it to shift, then I can read the whole message. Okay, there we go. All right, so now the screen has shifted over. So now I can see what the whole message that people have said. And so Lynn Kelly has finally found the emoji. So everybody's dropping in those little red circles in the description box or in the chat box. So, hey, so thank you guys for that. All right. So the video assignment is already in the description box, and it is Roberto Blake's Warning YouTube Email Scams Hacking Channels. And I have to tell you guys, Roberto Blake always brings us information when we need it. And sometimes, Roberto can do a little bit of a rant. He can be a little bit brusque, but this time, boyfriend was on point. He brought so much value. And one of those things he asked us to do was to share this video with everyone in our community so that we could take action. So I thought this was definitely one of the videos we needed to address today, the only video that we needed to address today. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about this video. And if you have not already watched the video, you'll get good value out of what we're going to talk about today. And then go and watch the video later. And I see some others have joined us as well. So I've got, let's see, Rita, Kim, Lynn, and others are on with us. So, hey, good to have you guys with us. And you guys will notice I'm looking down because my notes are like right down here as I adjust to the camera being in a different place and then the screen. So I'm just kind of still sorting it out. So please, excuse me for that. And I can see straight into my bathroom. I didn't realize that earlier. So I probably could close that door, maybe. Y'all don't need to look in there. Notice I shut the door, but I didn't leave the screen. I just kind of backed up just a little bit because when you're on live, you don't leave the screen. Okay, so now let's jump right in, because in case there's someone who can only be on for a little while, I want to make sure that we get things done. So, hey, Pam at Creative Homescaping, how are you doing? Leah Rowe from Junker Necker is on with us as well. My Style is on with us as well too. So now let's just get right into it, into what the problem tends to be. And here's what it is. Roberta warns about YouTube email hacking, which is causing some people to lose their channel. So what does that mean? Well, he explained it very succinctly. He talked about a YouTuber that he personally knows, and this person was hacked. Someone got into her email address, which allowed them to get into her Google AdSense account. And what they did was they locked her out of her own Google AdSense account. They diverted the tracking number for the checking account from her bank account to their bank account, the routing number. They diverted the routing number, or changed the routing number, I should say, to one that was appropriate for them, and was diverting the money from her account to an account in Egypt. Now, according to Roberto, this woman lost tens of thousands of dollars, and it took her months and months to get it sorted out. That is a hot mess, and we definitely don't want that to happen to our YouTube channel. I don't know about you, but I'm just beginning to make just a little bit of money on my YouTube channel. But even if I'm not making any money, I'm investing a whole lot of time and hard work into this channel, and I certainly don't want somebody else stealing my channel. So, and this is what had happened. So evidently she had received a phishing email, and this is phishing with PHISHIND, phishing, PHISHING, a phishing email. And typically you'll get these emails, and you probably get them all the time, but they will say something like, your account has been compromised, so it's temporarily on hold. Click here on this link and then answer the questions on the form that comes up or whatever. And when you click on the link and it opens up, then that many times allows them entry into your business. Now, when I say your business, that means it's in your computer now. And because it's gotten into that, your computer now is a little bit open to them. When you click on that link, somehow or another, they can get access to a lot of your files, or at least your financial files. And so now they can get into your Google AdSense. And you think about that, you think, oh, that really can't happen. But I used to watch Scandal when it was on, and Huck could get into anybody's email address. It was like he'd sit there and he'd do this, and next thing you know, he's in some really secure government site and he's collecting all kind of information. So yes, this does happen. So Pam at Creative Homescaping says you should never click on those links in email, and no, you should not. And Lynn Kelly says she just fell for one last month. Supposedly one from Apple saying I changed my password. If it wasn't me, click here. Now, typically, now see, Lynn, I would have thought if it came from Apple and said, you just changed your password, if it was you, don't bother to respond. But if you did not, contact us or whatever. I would have thought that one probably would have been on the up and up. But yes, whenever you get those emails and they're asking you to click on a link, you should never go to it. You should go to the actual website, the actual Apple website, and log in there. A couple of years ago, I did click on one of those links and it froze up my iPad. I was looking at something, and then I clicked on a link and it froze my iPad. I couldn't delete it. I couldn't move on. I couldn't do anything. And so I ended up calling Apple, and then they helped me to get that, whatever it was, they helped me to get it off. And they told me then, we would never send you an email asking you to do this. So don't click on those links. So I learned the hard way not to do that. So yeah, if you get an email, always call the company. And then if they ask for your social security number, it's a scam. So now let me just tell you guys, I almost fell for one last week. I got one from what I thought was Amazon. And I was in the process of, I was just getting ready to plan to order something from Amazon for one of my mentees. And I got a message with the big A, and it said, your Amazon account is temporarily frozen. There's been some suspicious activity on it. So click here, fill out this form, and then we'll get it sorted out, so we can determine whether or not it was really you. And it looked so real. So I clicked on it and I started filling out the information. Then I thought, wait a minute, is this really from Amazon? And it had the A, and it looked like it was from Amazon, but I got to looking at the information they were requesting. And some of that information included password, my cell phone number, And then I saw a little bit further down, they wanted my social security number. And I was like, oh God, this is a scam. So I immediately deleted all the information that I had input, and then I deleted the email. And then I was telling my sister Mickey about it. Now, you guys know Max is much more of a computer guru than I am, and particularly on YouTube. And she was like, Denise, I told you never to click on those things. Well, I thought it was legit because it said that there was suspicious activity on my account and we needed to sort it out. And that's how they get you. They get you with a message that looks almost real, or that looks like, something that could have happened. And I had been doing some ordering of some stuff on Amazon. So I thought, oh gosh, so now I had already started to input some of this information in there. So then I thought, even if I delete it, what if they can still collect it from this form? So I went to Amazon and changed my password to Amazon. Not that I make any money off of Amazon at all, but I think one time I made $12. But regardless, I don't want them in my Amazon account because they could get access to the information that I store in there, so that when I'm shopping, I don't have to enter my information every time. So then I had to go in and change out my Amazon password. So now let's just look a little bit at some of the chat real quick. So Pam at Creative Homescaping says you should go to the actual website and log in there. Very true. When I realized something was fishy, I logged out of that. I deleted it off my computer, and then I logged into Amazon and changed my password in there. If they ever ask for your cell phone number, if they ever ask for your email, no, not your email, because they should have that. But if they ever ask for your social security number, your password, then you know it's a scam. So Michelle at My Everyday Wife Live said it usually goes to a fake site that looks like your regular site. So it looks like a good AdSense account or your bank or PayPal, and then they steal your password when you type it into the fake site. So yes, so I had gone to the fake, well, not the fake Amazon site, but I had started, well, I guess it might have been a fake site because I started putting the information in the form, but then I deleted it off the form and never submitted the form. But I was worried that what if they can get it off this form, even though it's erased and I didn't submit it and I deleted it. So yes, don't put your information in. If they send you a link, don't click on that link. Go to the Amazon site itself or the Google AdSense site itself, click into your account there, and then try to find out what's going on. So, so Pam said, if you do it accidentally, you should immediately change your login and password information. And that was what I did. I immediately went to Amazon and changed my password. I didn't change my login though. Didn't think about that. But I did change my password, and I didn't put my login information on that site. So there's something to think about. So Thrifting Adventure says, well, who the heck are these people scamming? All of us. That's who they're scamming. All of us. They would have scammed me. If I had finished completing that form, they would have had my Amazon password and my social security number. When you get that information, you get somebody's name, their birth date, or even general birth date, but their name and their social security number, you are almost into their life, and you can do all kinds of stuff with that. So now Michelle says, if you think it's a real site, go to the site they're talking about yourself by typing in the web address yourself. So instead of clicking on the link they provide you, go to the URL, the address bar at the top of your screen, type in that address up there. And if it's a real site, then that site should come, something should pop up there. There should be a website or something there. And then as Roberto said, if there's not a website, if there's not a phone number, then chances are it's a scam. Okay, so so Thrifting Adventures says, who are the people? Like, are they from other countries? Well, yes and no. Many times they're from other countries. Like, for example, I've gotten several emails from people who are in, say, Nigeria or in Egypt or somewhere like that. And they have some sob story. I'm stuck or stranded here and I need money to help me get home. I've had people call me on the phone and say, this is your grandson and I'm in jail. Can you send me money to bail me out? Well, my grandson's like 13 and 4. So that's not something we worry about just yet. So I knew that this was a lie. I mean, this person's voice was so deep, and my grandson is just now hitting puberty. So his voice is still kind of soft and cracking. So I knew that was a lie. But then the person who had scammed the one that Roberto was talking about, they diverted her bank account to a bank account in Egypt. Sometimes they're in Asia. They're all over the place, you know, Japan. And we got them right here in the good old US of A. So yes, they're everywhere. Okay. So a lot of scams do come from overseas, but don't think that's the only place they come from. We get them right here. So yes. So there's that. And okay, so that's that information there. I got one I got from, I don't know who it was, but I thought it was from Netflix. And it says that my Netflix account has been terminated because my bank card had expired and I needed to come on and update that so they could reinstate my service. And I almost fell for that one. And I'll tell you why. We do have a Netflix account, but I kept thinking, I don't have a Netflix account. I don't have a Netflix account in my name. We have a Netflix account, but I don't have a Netflix account. So I thought, well, there's no way that this Netflix account could have been associated with me. So I didn't. So I tried to just kind of reply to say, I'm sorry, but you must have erroneous information. I don't have a Netflix account. And then it came back undeliverable. It was like the mail on the mailer thing couldn't deliver it. And I thought, okay, scam. But see how I almost felt for that? So when Roberto said the kind of information you will get, it will say something like your account is in trouble, it's been suspended, it's terminated, there's been suspicious activity, those kinds of things. And like I said, I think I'm a smart person. Evidently, I'm not as smart as I think I am, but I think I'm a smart person, but I almost fell for that. So you have to be sure to think about those things. Okay, so have any of you received any other phishing attempts like that? Anybody received any phishing attempts other than this one? Like I said, because what can happen is also people can steal your YouTube channel. They can steal your YouTube channel. So they can lock you out of your own channel, change the password and all of that. And next thing you know, your channel is no longer yours and they're putting claims on it and all that kind of thing. So they can steal your channel. I know Kenya got some phishing messages, I think about 4 or 5 months ago, because we talked about it here on, well, we talked about it on the Shout Out Sunday show when I was on the other channel. We talked about it there, and several other people had a few things that they had a few things to share. So have you had any pirating attempts? But yes, there are YouTube pirates out there, and they will try to steal your channel. So Pam said she gets them all the time in business. We would have periodic tests by our IT department to make sure we don't fall for them. So yeah. Anybody had any attempts like that on their channel? Yeah, Michelle says most likely if it's really Netflix or another site, they will tell you to go to their site and log in. They won't send you a link to click on. Duh, exactly. That's why I was thinking this just seems a little odd. So I thought, well, they got the wrong person. But yeah, I almost fell for it. So yeah. So Marilyn said she's only got those at work. Marilyn, if you haven't got any of those on your YouTube channel yet, you are lucky. So now let's talk about, oh, so now I Style My Style said she got one recently saying someone bought a game using her Apple ID. So Stephanie says she's not gotten one on her YouTube channel, but she's gotten them on her Chase Amazon and Walmart. And yeah, our bank account was slightly compromised through Chase. So we had to go through and set up a whole new bank account, get new checks, new numbers. It was a nightmare. And it takes you 2 or 3 months to get it all sorted out because you've got maybe bill paying online. You got to change all of that. And there's just so much that's involved when you have to change all of that. So yes, you have to be very, very careful. Hey, Sylvia at Silly Mom for Life. Good to have you here. So Sylvia, what we're talking about right now is the phishing attempts that many YouTube scammers will do, where they will send you a link, a fictitious email message, and says something like, your channel has been, your Google AdSense account has been compromised. You need to click on this link so we can sort things out. Maybe your Amazon account has been temporarily frozen because there's been suspicious activity. But whatever they are suspicious. They are phishing attempts. And if you click on those links, what can happen is you are allowing those hackers an entry into your business, into your computer, into your financial information, that kind of thing. So it's like you're opening the door for them to come in. So don't do it. And I thought it was interesting that Roberto said, whenever you get any email from anybody like YouTube, Google AdSense, assume it's a fake. And he said, it's kind of hard, but if you assume it's a fake, then go to the channel yourself, your account itself, and then log in and then kind of try to sort things out from there. You're better off. Leah Rose says she had $600 stolen from PayPal from her boutique business. Leah, tell us more about that. So I Style My Style said she went to a new tab, logged into her account, and nothing had happened. But Leah Rowe at Junkernecker said that she did have someone get into her PayPal account and had over $600 stolen. And then Sylvia at Silly Mom for Life says she had a hacker get into her things, saying they wanted to do business with her, and she said she knew not to open the email because she had a feeling that it was fake. And yes, that's another thing that Roberta mentioned. You will get these email messages saying that they want to do, maybe sponsor you or do some kind of a collaboration with you. And then you provide them your information, and then they use that information to get into your accounts. Now, here's the thing. So Rose said they traced the IP address to somewhere in Louisiana. So see, that's right here in the US of A. So I don't know. Here's the thing that Roberto Blake said we should do. So Marilyn said someone hacked her bank account for $300, but she got that back. So what Roberto suggested we do to address this is to open a new email account for business. Did you hear that? He said open a new email account for business purposes. So for the tip of the week, which I'm giving a little early, but it fits right here, the tip of the week is set up a new email business account for your YouTube channel. He suggests that you should not have your email address that you post in your about section be your business account, because that is how they are getting in. So they see your YouTube, your email account in your about section, and they use that account to start their phishing, and they use that account to kind of get into your business. Now, I'm not sure how they do it because I'm not that computer savvy, but they figure it out. So Stephanie says she has one for business and one for personal. Well, I thought my business one was my This and That with Denise Jordan, because that's the one that I use for this channel and for my YouTube Talks channel. I only do YouTube business on that account, but I understand now that's the wrong way to do it. You need to have a separate YouTube, or rather a separate email account that is not the same as the one you use for your YouTube business. So I am setting up a different email account for This and That with Denise Jordan and for YouTube Talks. Now I'm going to keep the This and That with Denise Jordan, the This and That with Denise at Gmail account. I will continue to use it here on this channel and on the TNT channel. That way you guys can continue to email me information about collaborations and that kind of thing. But I have another email account that I'm going to set up that I connect with my AdSense account so that the two are not the same. I didn't know. Now, Pam said she had a separate email for her channel that is not her personal email, and her channel is connected to her personal account. I set up an account for the channel, and that's the one I use for the channel. I didn't know I should have a separate one for business. So, and since I'm already using this channel this email for this channel and for the other channel, I'm going to keep it for this, but I'm going to go with a different one for business purposes. And so I guess the one that is already on my About page is the one that I will use for these purposes, but for business, I'll have a different one. So Marilyn said someone on her IG page, on her Instagram page, told her she won Publishers Clearinghouse online sweepstakes and they needed her to provide her information and a copy of her ID. Wow. Well, hopefully, Marilyn, you didn't fall for that and did not provide your information. And it's okay, Leah, we'll jump back in later on when you can. So Marilyn said she reported that person, so good. Who knew that you would be open to such skullduggery with a YouTube channel? So I don't know, I kind of feel like I should change my This and That with Denise at Gmail account to something else, but it's like, well, that's the name of my channel. That's the YouTube address that everyone's used to using to send me information. So I'll just change one for business, but it's just like crazy. And like I said, I also had to change my information associated with my Amazon account because I had started filling out that form. And then when I realized, wait a minute, this is got to be fake. And I deleted all the information out of there and then deleted the form. I was just afraid that in case there was any kind of, I don't know, ghost that they could recover. But yeah, never give out any information. So who had the opportunity to watch Roberto's video? If you guys can tell me that, who had the opportunity to watch that video? Because maybe there's some things you picked up out of it that you think I should address. Yeah, and see, here's the thing. It's kind of like a squirrel baffler. And then you guys are thinking, how does this relate? But I feed birds. And so I have bird feeders out in my yard. And then I put these little bell-shaped things on my pole to keep squirrels out of the bird food. They're called a baffler. It means it baffles the squirrels. They can't get up the pole. So it's a squirrel baffler. And this guy had written in or called or complained to some person that the squirrel baffler didn't work. And the person said, well, how long did you spend trying to figure out how to keep those squirrels out of your bird feeder? And the guy said, oh, I don't know, a few minutes, an hour, whatever. And he said, well, every waking moment that squirrel is figuring out how to get in. So the hackers are spending every waking moment trying to figure out how to get in. And we spend a few minutes trying to keep them out. So if you've not had the opportunity to watch Roberto's video, please watch it because, like I bring you the information based on that video from my perspective, but there's always going to be things that I miss that you need to get. Or sometimes he'll explain it in such a way that you're like, oh, I get it totally. So Michelle says also get a separate bank account for your business too, and don't allow Google to deposit your AdSense money into your personal account. Oh, never thought about that. Never thought about what happens if Google got compromised. Because I tell you what, if it was bad enough when someone tried to get in and tried to buy a plane ticket in Chicago on our account, and so we were able to get it all sorted out, and it didn't actually occur. But it was a pain in the neck. It took us 3 months to get everything sorted out and everything switched over. So what if Google AdSense did get compromised? Oh my goodness, can you imagine the havoc that would wreak in your life? So yes, Lynn Kelly, watch that Roberto Blake video. It is absolutely worth the time you'll spend. And Roberto was so funny because he says, so now look, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I am so sorry to bring such a terrifying subject. They're not all like this, and they're not. He has wonderful videos about how to grow your YouTube channel and other information. So you will love Roberto Blake. But this video is a little terrifying, but it is so important. So yeah. So Sylvia says she's kind of wary about getting another Facebook account. Yeah, you know, people have hacked my MSN email account several times, because then your friends get all these messages like, you know, I'm in China and I'm stuck there. Can you send me $200 so I can, you know, get home? Or I'm in Kentucky, I need a bus trip home, and all this kind of stuff. And so one of my fratters called and said, you know, Denise, I think you've been hacked because I'm getting some weird email, that kind of thing. And my sister said, you should just close that email out and just, you know, drop it. But, you know, it's like, that's my name. I don't want to give that up. So there's that. So Michelle thinks for you tax purposes too, keep your YouTube income separate. Well, yeah, and I'm sure YouTube will give us a W-2 form at the end of the year. I assume so, that we're going to get one, and we'll know, you know, be able to report that to the IRS, because, you know, you don't mess with the IRS. But I hadn't thought about a whole separate account. But now that I think about it, though, it does go into a separate account. It doesn't go into my regular, like my house account. So yeah, I did kind of do that. So that's good. I still don't want them to compromise that account either, but at least if they get into that account, the damage they can do there is limited. Okay. So Sylvia said her dad got hacked on a computer. He got a message that popped up on his laptop. And when he called in, they said they had to have access to his computer. Like, you get all these messages from this is Microsoft Windows, and we're calling because we need to do an update, or we're calling because your computer is sending messages saying it's under attack and you need to let us in. None of that stuff is ever true. Windows would not call you. Microsoft would not call you with those kind of messages. So yeah, so drop that. So, okay. So that's the tip of the week, is to set up a new email account for your YouTube business that is different from the email address you put in on your about page, so that if you get a message from someone that's trying to phish you, you'll know it's a scam, because they're asking you questions about AdSense and stuff like that on the wrong account. So do that. Yeah, Microsoft. So yeah. Okay, so there's that. So I wanted to address that first, so the people that had to jump off could get that information. And then the tip of the month, the tip of the week then, is to set up that new email account and to watch that Roberto Blake video. All right. So now let's go ahead and talk about the collaborations. Okay. So let me just find where those are. Oh, so as far as collaborations then, so we're going to get into that. Oh, and Pam, thank you. She said, give some thumbs up for Denise. There's 22 of you guys on. If I could get 22 thumbs up, that would just be great. All right. So now, as far as challenges that just wrapped up, there are only about 3 of them that I could see. On January 6th, which was just a week ago tomorrow, my Winter Kitchen Vignette 2020, hosted by moi, wrapped up. And I want to thank all of you guys for participating. There were about 34 people, 33 people that jumped in on that challenge. And the vignettes were just absolutely delightful. Some of the people really got real glitzy with like some sparkly kind of wintry stuff. Some people were more functional. Some people were very cozy, but they were all nice, just all nice. So I really appreciate that you guys jumped in on those. So there's that. On January 10th was the New Year's kickoff DIY with Mysterious Alberta, Lynn's Lifestyle Living, Diva Decorating, and Cynthia, She's So Blessed, and Tammy and Me, Myself, and DIYing It. That one also took place. And then today, January 12th, is the Seasonal Decorating with the Twist, Winter 2020, hosted by Amy at Stevens Party of Two. So that one drops today. And if you haven't gotten yours up yet, you still have time. And by the way, you guys know Amy is a real Rae Dunn lover. That girl collects more Rae Dunn than I don't know what. I thought I was bad when I would go out for a shopping haul or trip. I'm impulsive and then I buy too much. This girl just buys all the time. Rae Dunn. She's a real Rae Dunn lover and she's got everything. So look at her latest video. She's got some Rae Dunn stuff, really cute for Valentine's Day. So that's really cute. But okay, now let's talk about the upcoming collaborations that I have. And if I don't have your collaboration here on the list, let me know. So, and I've got things in numerical order. So if I miss your event, say, hey, you forgot my so-and-so. All right. So upcoming collaboration, January 18th, is Thrifted to Gifted, the winter edition with Craft Today with Rita Renae. And before I even tell you too much more about the collaboration, can we just give girlfriend some kudos? Can we just give girlfriend a shout out? She just reached 1,000 subscribers. She's been trying for the longest time and she reached that 1,000 subscriber milestone. So kudos to Craft Today with Rita Renae. Way to go, our YouTube sister. And next stop is 1,500 and then 2,000. So onward and upward. And Black Butterfly is on with us today again. So hey, Black Butterfly, glad to have you back with us as well. So yes, though, Craft Today with Rita Renae is getting it done. So thank you for that. All right. And you know what? This is so funny because I've got my computer here and my keyboard is down here with the mouse, but I've got my iPad sitting like right here with my notes on it. And because I was out of paper when I tried to print, so I had to put my notes here on my iPad. And I keep wanting to move the mouse and try to type and make some changes on the iPad. So, but okay. So here are the details for the Thrifted to Gifted January 18th upload date. So thrifted item that is used, like you thrifted, but you're going to use it as a gift. So you can get it from a consignment shop, thrift store, garage sale, attic, wherever, and you can tweak it, paint it, upcycle it, whatever you need to do to it, but you want to make it suitable for a gift. And your video upload date is January 18th at, I've got at p.m. Central Standard Time. I don't have the time in there. Sorry. What's at Central Standard Time? I bet it's at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time because that's usually what she does. There will be a hashtag, and I don't have the hashtag just yet, But the invite videos should be out. So if you check that out, you should see it. And when I'm talking about invite videos, let me just say this too. Make sure you do your due diligence by checking out the invite videos so that you have all the accurate details. And for some of the collaborations that I'm going to tell you about, the invite videos are not out yet, or I've not yet seen them. So make sure you do your due diligence by checking those out. And you guys notice my little swirl here today? I made a point to clip that hair back before I got started. So I wasn't, you know how it falls down and then it drives me crazy. And then I'm grabbing a paper clip or whatever. I planned ahead. So I clipped it back so it's not in my eye. So there. But all right. So she says the invite video is coming out soon. So it should be real soon since today is January 12th and this is going to be uploaded on the 18th. So we need to see that video sooner than later. January 19th is the Valentine Day Sweets and Treats. And again, it's with Craft Today with Rita Renae. And here are the details. This one is an, you create or purchase a Valentine's Day gift. It must be under $10 and must include some kind of a heart on it. And it must include at least one piece of candy. And I thought that one sounded kind of cute. And I believe this one is to be uploaded at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on January 19th. So the Thrifted to Gifted was at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And the Valentine Sweets and Treats with Craft Today with Rita Renae is at 6 p.m. So Rita's on and she's thanking everyone for giving her kudos. So yeah. All right. And then January 21st is coming up, my Moonlight Clean with Me Winter 2020, hosted by moi. And in this particular one, remember for 2020, we are focusing on the kitchen. So the caveat is you must clean something in your kitchen after dark, after the moon is up. So here are the details. You can show us anything in your kitchen that you choose to do, that you choose to clean. You can show us your after dinner cleanup routine. You can choose to clean an appliance, your pantry. You can organize your pantry. You can wash your dishes and tell us something new or fancy about that. Maybe you've got a new sponge. Maybe you've got a new one of those little scrubber rubber brushes that Ruth at Kentucky Fried likes to use. Or maybe you got a new dishwashing liquid, whatever. But you can do, you're cleaning something in your kitchen. The video upload date is January 21st at 7 p.m. Eastern. And as always, with all of these collaborations, so if I don't say it, you know, you must be subscribed to the channel host and the co-host, and you must mention the channel and the playlist in your description box and link them in your description box as well. I feel a sneeze coming on. I'm trying to stop it. So if I don't say that for every single one, know that it's there. Sylvia says, can I do how I clean my kitchen floors? Sure. Your kitchen floors are in your kitchen. They gotta be clean. So yes, Sylvia, please, I'd like to know, how do you clean your kitchen floor? Because see, I don't clean my kitchen floors. My husband mops my kitchen floors. But I'm always interested in how other people do theirs. And the other thing is I will buy all kind of fancy little products for him to use. Does he use them? No. I bought some of the Aunt Fanny's kitchen floor cleaner, or rather floor cleaner, put it down there under the sink. Well, if he doesn't see it, if it's not like right out there in front shouting, here I am, he doesn't see it. He'll grab the first bottle of multi-purpose cleaner that's there. Maybe it's my special one that I'm trying to save. So yes, you can clean your kitchen floor. So Rita says both invite videos are out, so that's great. So you guys check those out. Sylvia says she's obsessed with fancy products. Yeah. All right, so the Moonlight Clean with me, you can clean anything as long as it's in your kitchen. Refrigerator, stove, floor, dishwasher, dishes. Show us your after dinner cleanup routine, whatever. And then there's the hashtag Moonlight Clean with me, winter 2020. And that invite video is out. I put that invite video and my kitchen vignette video in the same video. So if you need more details, go back to my winter kitchen vignette video because both of the invites are in that video. Yeah, Rita said for 2 weeks her account was going between $9.92 and $9.99. And I had talked to her, I think about 5 days ago, and it was still at $9.99. And today when I checked, it was at $1,000. So once again, congratulations to Rita for that. Hey, honey. Welcome home. Okay. All right. So on June 24th now, we have a Diamonds and Pearl collaboration with me, myself, and DIY in it. And that's Tammy. I don't have any details on that. The last time I tried to look, I could not find the information. Vantage Designs on a Budget is asking me about June. I don't know what you mean by June, Marilyn. Let's see. Okay. So Rita said for 2 weeks, her account was going up and down, and that's happened to me before too. And Sylvia said that I'm teaching her so much. That's the whole idea. That's what we're here for. Unless you mean teaching on my cleaning videos. I hope that's what I want to do there too, because I want to teach those young homemakers. And Thrifted Adventure says she's having that same issue with people coming in and out. You know, I think YouTube has been doing some stuff with the subscriber counts, because like one time I lost a couple hundred subscribers, and then about a week later I got them all back. I'm not sure what's going on with YouTube, but you know what? We can't worry about that. We just have to keep taking care of our business, keep doing the things that we know we need to do: titles, thumbnails, description box, and descriptions. And then we'll grow organically. So that's what we have to consider doing. Cynthia, she's so blessed, joined us. So hey, Cynthia. Stephanie, I said June 24th on what? Oh, I probably, let me go back. Oh, January 24th. Oh my goodness. So I'm glad I was like, what are you guys talking about? But all right. So Tammy's collaboration is January 24th. Diamond and Pearls collab with me, myself, and DIY in it, January 24th. So thank you guys for catching that, because I'm like, what? I've got January 24th written down. So yeah, so thank you. It's January 24th, but that's all that I have. And the last time I checked, there weren't any details. So just kind of know that there's that. So Marilyn said the video was up, but the last time I looked, the video wasn't there. And I didn't check that today because I was checking out some other things. So, okay, so Tammy's video was up. So you guys be sure to check it out. Okay, and I will check it out before I, I'll check it out before I post the details, so that when I give information next week, it's already on my list. All right. So January 24th, Diamonds and Pearl collab with Tammy at Me, Myself, and I'm DIYing it. Now, January the 25th, Marilyn, I'm sure I got your email. Let me just kind of get through the list. And if what you sent me is not on the list, then we can chat about it, okay? So January 25th is the DIY and Decor Challenge for the DIY Mommy. Now, remember, this is the big one. She will have over 100 people participating in her collaborations. So if this is something you want to jump in on, and I encourage you to do that, if it makes sense for your YouTube strategy, what she wants is a new video related to organization for whatever. But it's something related to organization in your home, your kitchen, your laundry room, wherever you need to have organized. And you will title the video DIY and Decor Challenge with DIY Mommy. So that's January 25th. Okay. And then on January 28th is a seasonal tablescape. And this is the Tablescape Tuesday. And you know Pam at Creative Homescaping, and Pam is on with us just yet. She was doing this quarterly with Creative Lori. Now she's hosting this by herself, and she's going to move to hosting the Tablescape Tuesday every month. So for the month of January, she's going to host it by herself, and the video upload date is January 28th, and she's looking for a seasonal tablescape. So it's appropriate for the season. It doesn't have to be tied to a holiday, but it can be if the holiday is appropriate for like right now for the season. So there's that. And but she's looking for co-hosts moving forward. So if you want to co-host with her or collaborate, excuse me, if you want to collaborate with her as co-host on her Tablescape Tuesdays, send her an email, and you and she can chat. And the announcement video is coming out on Tuesday. And then January 30th is the Artsy Cupcake Challenge for winter 2020. And you know Artsy Cupcake does this challenge every quarter. And the Artsy Cupcake Challenge is hosted by Artsy Cupcake and Stuff Moms Have Time For. And it's Maria at Artsy Cupcake. And what she wants you to do is to create a display using cupcakes. And this time is a Valentine's Day theme. So you can do the the Cupcake Wars thing and create this beautiful cupcake that's designed with for Valentine's Day. You can create a display with cupcakes for Valentine's Day. You could have a stand, a tray, a platter, a cupcake tower, whatever, but something using cupcakes as decor. And it is for the Valentine's Day theme. And video upload date is January 30th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And it looks like Leah Rowe is sharing a Trash to Treasure open collaboration with Coffee with My Sunshine. And I checked open invitations before I came on, and that one didn't pop up. So thank you, Leah, for sharing that one with me. So I'll get that on our list. And then, so those are the ones that I have through January. So have I missed any January collabs? If I've missed any January collabs, people let me know. No, Michelle, I didn't forget to ask. I did ask what people were drinking, and I got a lot of answers already, but you missed it when we did it. So you've got carrot juice. I've got water, and a lot of people have water, but we've got some interesting things. But carrot juice is kind of interesting. I've not tried carrot juice by itself. How does carrot juice taste? I have had carrot soup, though, and that was pretty good. So Len says she's got water. So Creative Homescaping says Tablescape is me. Oh, so if you were concerned about, the question was, let's see, who's hosting the seasonal Tablescapes collaboration? Oh, that's Pam at Creative Homescaping, Lynn. So if you want to collaborate with her, send her an email. So Marilyn's got tea. And so there's that. So, all right. So have I missed any January collaborations before I go on? Because if I missed any, I like to try to keep these in numerical order. So if I missed any in January, let me know. So the people that jumped on a little bit later are letting us know what they're sipping on. And so Sylvia has Dr. Pepper. Oh, Girls Can Use Power Tools. So are they back? I know they took a hiatus over the Christmas holiday, but I had forgot about that one. So Girls Can Use Power Tools. Let me write that down. Girls Can Use Power Tools. That's a fun one. And then the Trash to Treasure. So I will find those. So the Girls Can Use Power Tools, hosted by Natalie at Designs to the Nines. That one is due on January 27th. And she hosts that collaboration every month. And it posts on, I think, the last Monday of the month. let's see when the 27th is. So the 27th, yeah, the fourth Monday of the month is when Natalie always hosts The Girls Can Use Power Tools. So now what she wants you to do is to use a power tool in doing something. So maybe you're going to, I don't know, hang a picture. And you guys know I don't hang pictures or do anything like that. I was socialized and my husband did all that kind of stuff. So I don't know how to do that kind of stuff. But when I'm feeling like really independent or I'm mad at him, I'll try to figure it out. So one time I did try to use his electric screwdriver to, I don't know, I was trying to screw something in or unscrew something, but maybe you're doing something with that. Doesn't have to be huge. It could be as simple as hanging a picture, changing out a wall socket or something like that. So that's always a fun one. And it's a good one to get new eyeballs on your channel. And while I'm saying that, let me just encourage you to, if you can, collaborate with people in other circles, because the whole idea behind participating in a collaboration is to get new eyeballs on your channel. You want to get in front of a new circle of people so you can get more or new subscribers and thus new eyeballs. So, and new viewers. So you want to do that. So this could be a good one to jump in on if you're like, I don't want to say techie, but if you're like good at, if you're handy, this is a good one to do if you're handy. Or even if you're not handy, maybe you try something simple. Maybe you're putting together something and you got to use an electric screwdriver to put it together. So there's that. And then Pam asked, did I mention the Look for Less challenge, which is due on the 22nd? No, I didn't realize she had started that one up again either. So I will get that. So Look for Less. Because when I search, sometimes all I get is stuff that I've already put up. I don't know if it's the cookies, the way my channel is tracking or what. So Marilyn says she has power tools, have power tools, and know how to use them. Marilyn, you should definitely jump in on that because you're trying to go from that. I think you've got like 2,400 subscribers. You're trying to go from that 2,200 to 3,000. So that would be a good one for you to jump in on if you got power tools and know how to use them. Me, I don't know how to use them, but I might, so there's that. I know the Latina Next Door hosts the Look for Less, but she had stopped hosting that for a while because she had gotten a new house and they were doing all kind of stuff, renovations for her new house. So she said she was going to bring it back, but I wasn't aware when she did. So thank you. So now that I know that she's bringing that back, I'll know to check for that every month. The Latina Next Door hosts a Look for Less challenge every month when she's hosting. And what she wants you to do is to create a look for something that you want for your home. And this isn't clothing, it's like home decor. So let's say you wanted a new coffee table or a new, I don't know, some kind of new cute little box or something that you saw you wanted to buy, or a wreath even that you wanted to get and that you saw at Pier 1 and the wreath was like $89. And you're like, okay, I am not spending $89 on that. So you go to Dollar Tree or Michael's or Joann's and you make that wreath yourself and you only spend like $30. So she wants you to show a picture of the thing that you want to create and then, or the thing that you want to buy but can't afford or don't want to spend the money on, and then show us and after, show you the process of you making the thing and then what it is that you do. For example, I did that one a couple of years ago. You guys know how I hate DIY. But I had gotten this white baker's rack out of my mom's garage. They were going to pitch it. And I thought, no, I could use that. So I brought it home and my husband helped me paint it. And then, so I showed this baker's rack on like Waverly that I really wanted. It was like $100. And then I showed the baker's rack that I got from my mom's garage that I bought paint and probably spent less than $20 and painted and, got that done. So it's those kinds of things. So there's that one. And Maria at Yitra Creationist is with us. So yeah. So it's good to have you with us, Maria, too. It's always good to have you jump on when you can. So thank you, guys. Those are 3 or 4 new collaborations that I didn't have written down. I will get them. I will get them in on the worksheet, and I will have it uploaded and in the description box by this time tomorrow night. Okay, so have I got all the ones through January 30th? Okay, so all right, so now we're going to start on the February ones. So February 1st is Sweets for Your Sweetie with Viology, and she's being co-hosted by Secondhand Tracy Ann and Tennessee Kim. So isn't that kind of cool? So we've got Viology, February 1st, Sweets for Your Sweetie, co-hosted by Secondhand Tracy Ann and Tennessee Kim. And here are the details. They want you to bake a sweet. Share that recipe in your description box, and the video upload date is Saturday, February 1st at 7 p.m. Eastern. So there's that error. Try again. For some reason, it looks like the chat is not working. It is saying unable to connect to chat. Please try again later. So I will try it again. Are you guys able to put anything into chat? So if I'm not able to put anything in, I'm okay. But can you guys get something in on the chat box? Let me know if you guys are able to post anything in there, because I do need for you guys to be able to see what's what. And then I can always get stuff later. So yeah, let me know if you guys can post anything to chat. I don't know what's going on with that. But February 1st is the Jumpstart Your Weight Loss and Health. Jumpstart Your Weight Loss and Health Journey 2020. And now this might be the one that Marilyn was asking me about, but it is a collaboration hosted by Marilyn at Fabulous Designs on a Budget and Sandy at Sister Cousins Lifestyle. And I'm so glad to learn that Sandy's name is Sandy, because I was calling her Sissy for Sister Cousins, because like we've got a couple cousins and we call them our sister cousins. And so I was calling her Sissy, but now I know her name is Sandy. But this is a very interesting challenge. It's a long one, but it's a good one. And it requires a long-term commitment. So there will be 4 videos you must commit to participate in this challenge. And like I said, it's called Jumpstart Your Weight Loss and Health Journey 2020 with Marilyn and Sandy. It's a 90-day challenge. So first video upload date is February 1st. And on this date, you would share your goals, like where you want to be, what you want to do, share where you are now, your current weight, your measurements, maybe show a photo of like what you look like now, your current eating habits. And then where do you want to go? Like, where do you want to be? What kind of health goal are you striving for? Then title your video Healthy Lifestyle Commitment and use the hashtag Healthy Lifestyle Commitment. I have to wonder if that chat's not working for any of you guys, since I'm not getting any comments in there. Let's just see. Okay, so look like working popped up. So it looks like the chat is back on now. So that's good. Okay, so the first video goes up on February 1st, and it's titled Healthy Lifestyle Commitment, and use the hashtag Healthy Lifestyle Commitment. Second video goes up on March 1st at 7 p.m. and you're going to show your progress over the past 30 days. Maybe you'll talk about what you've been doing, how well it's been working. You'll talk about the process, and you'll title your video, My 30-Day Health Journey Progress. And you'll use the hashtag, My 30-Day Health Journey Progress. The third video goes up on April 1st at 7 p.m. And again, you're going to share your progress. You're going to show maybe side-by-side photos. You'll talk about where your measurements are now, where they started out, and include a healthy recipe or meal of any kind. And then you've got a title again, which would be my 60-day healthy journey progress with a hashtag of the same name. And then video number 4 would go up on May 1st. And in this one, you share your final results. And you can do anything you like in that one. You can talk about your success, your frustrations, your process, any lifestyle changes you made, meal plans. And speaking of meal plans, I'm working on a meal planning series on my This and That with Denise Jordan channel. You guys might want to check that out. It was very interesting when I did my live show last week. But you can talk about what you've learned, that kind of thing. And title your video, My 90-Day Health Journey Progress Final Results. But the hashtag, Marilyn, was a little odd. The hashtag said, My 90-Day Health Journey Progress Final Results. But the title was My 90-Day Health Journey Progress. So it didn't look like the hashtag and the title were the same. The hashtag is My 90 Health Journey. So I'm thinking you either left a word out. So check the hashtag for that 4th video to make sure it's accurate. Okay? So Marilyn, are you still there? Because I did want to make sure I had that accurate, because I'm thinking this is probably the video you were asking me, did I get? And I did get this today, and I was really excited to see it. So I don't know. It looks like the chat is working. Again, but I'm not seeing, nope, it says error again. So I'm not getting any messages. So I'm not hearing anything back from you guys. So you'll have to just keep trying to see if you can put something in, because for some reason or another, the chat appears to be not working. All right. So that one was February 1st. And that was the 90-day challenge. And it goes over 4 months. So they want you to commit to the 4 videos if you're going to participate. And at the end of the 4 months, you can get your name entered into a giveaway if you participate and put up all 4 videos. So it really sounds like not only a lot of fun, but that it can be very rewarding for you personally. So think about showing some love and participating in that. On February 2nd is a Valentine's themed coffee bar challenge with Sulye at My Style, My Colors and Kimberly Davis at Diva Designing on a Dime. And here are the details. So, and Sulye's had this coffee bar collaboration again, and she got really good results last time. So she wanted to kind of continue to do that. And Diva's joining her in this effort. So as always, you've got to be subscribed to both channels, mention the channels in your description box and link them in the description box and the playlist and all that kind of stuff, all that usual stuff. But other than that, you must choose a color theme for your coffee bar. Include a loving message in any form you choose. And then you have your hashtag, which is hashtag Valentine's Coffee Station 2020 in your title or your description box. So she's saying it can be in either place, title or description box. And then put the links in your channel and to the playlist and all of that. And upload date is February 2nd at 1 p.m. British time. So 1 p.m. British time is the upload date. And I'm still trying to see if the chat box is working. So if you guys can hear me, if everything's working, if you can put any notes in, let me know. And Marilyn, if I got everything right on that collaboration that you were concerned about, let me know. All right, February 6th is the One Pot Meal Challenge 2020. And you know Stephanie at Creatively Miss Me with Stephanie loves her one pot meals. And this time she is collaborating with Wani at Wani's house. They're going to host it together. And what they want you to do is to prepare a meal that you do one meal. You do the meal in one pot. It could be a meal or an appetizer. You can use a crock pot, slow cooker, rice cooker, pressure cooker, Instant Pot, whatever, but you cook it all up in one pot. I think I like one pot meals. I know I'm loving my Instant Pot. And then the other day I used my Crofton brazier to cook dinner, and I loved it. And I think in the one pot meal last year, I used that Crofton brazier, and I just might do it again because I think my young homemakers could enjoy learning how to use something like that. But anyway, one pot meal. Video upload time is 8 a.m. Central Standard Time on February 6th. And you guys will love, Wani's house as well. And girlfriend Stephanie has a new series she's working on called A Healthier Me. I think that's the title of it. No, it's called A Better Me. And what she's doing is bringing us either weekly or bi-weekly updates on things she's doing to make herself be healthier. So Marilyn, I'm thinking her Healthier Me, some of the things that she's doing on here could tie very well into your channel. But kudos to Stephanie. One of the things we've been talking about here on the Sister Circle is applying the information we've been learning. And one of the things we talked about months ago was when you create a video, don't just think in terms of a video, think in terms of a series. A Better Me series, Stephanie. So way to go, way to go, way to go. And kudos to Stephanie being an action taker. She's got her new series. And I'm working on a series, my meal planning series. So I did meal planning 101 part 1 last week, and I did it live because I need to create a live show for my cooking, cleaning, and laundry community. And then I've got parts 2 and 3 that'll be coming with that. But Stephanie has got at least 3 videos, if not 4, up already. Oh, I just got a little message here. What's it say? I just got a message from Stephanie, and it says, "Be careful." This is this is from Michelle at from someone named Michelle. It said, "I got a message from you, or it's shown on your wall. Please tell all your contacts in your message list not to accept friendship requests." What? It says, "Please tell all contacts in your messenger list not to accept friendship requests from Andrea Wilson. She is a hacker and has a system connected to your Facebook account. If one of your contacts accepts it, you will also be hacked. So make sure all your friends know it. Forwarded and received." Well, I don't know about that. I'll have to investigate that. Okay, well, that was odd. Okay, well, I have to wonder if you guys are still out there because I'm not getting any messages. So, again, is the chat box working yet? So if the chat box is working, if you guys are able to hear me, please leave me a comment because I want to know what's going on out there. All right, so we just gave the February challenges. I think I have a couple more. So the Valentine's themed coffee bar, February 6th, the one pot meal challenge. And then February 9th is the Show Some Love collaboration 2020 with Stephanie at Creatively Miss Me and Diva Designing on a Dime. Now, Diva has hosted the Show Some Love collab for the last 3 years. And this year, her and Stephanie are co-hosting this together. I'm not sure what the details are yet because I did check both channels and the invite video was not yet up. But The video, your video upload date is February 9th. And that's all I know at this point. So if one of you ladies are on, if you could please feel free to share the details. Otherwise, we'll be on the lookout for your invite video. All right. So there's that. So if you guys are not able to put anything in the chat box, send me an email and let me know that something's going on, because I'm not sure what's going on. I'm still talking, but I'm not sure if you guys are still there. Well, I can see there's 23 of you guys still out there, but I'm not getting any responses from anyone. So I just have to wonder if the chat box is still locked up. But the last two I put in seem to go. So there's that. So Pam says she can see the chat. Are you able to put anything in the chat? Well, I guess maybe you guys don't have anything to say. Okay. All right. I think I might have missed one. I might have missed the February 2nd Sweet, Sexy, Sassy Valentine's Gift Basket Challenge with Janae Whitney. Yeah, I think I skipped over that one. I didn't have it highlighted in yellow, so I didn't see it. Okay. All right, so I'm getting little email messages saying that they can see stuff. So we can see chat, but I just can't. Okay, so that's good. I won't worry about that then. But I did skip a challenge, and that was on February 2nd, which is the Sweet, Sexy, Sassy Valentine's Gift Basket Challenge with Janae Whitney. And here are the details. She wants you to use a sweet, sexy, or sassy theme. And it can be interpreted as you wish. You only have to do one, not all three. And your basket should contain at least 5 items. You do need to be a subscriber to her channel and mention and link her video and in your description box. You know, the usual drill, that kind of thing. The video upload date is February 2nd at 8 a.m., but I'm not sure what the time zone is. So there's 2 on February 2nd. We've got the Sweet, Sexy, Sassy Valentine's Gift Basket with Janae Whitney. And then the Valentine's themed coffee bar challenge with Suye at My Style, My Colors, and Kimberly Davis at Diva Designing on a Dime. And then February 6th, the One Pot Meal Challenge. And February 8th is a dinner for 2 with Biology, and the co-host for this one is Tennessee Kim and Tammy Thompson at MGTV. Oh, can I use my cell phone to read the chat? Good idea. Let me look. Let me grab it. Good idea. Okay. I got to turn the... All right. So now... This phone is loud. Okay, let me look. Switching over, finding the new couch. The new 20 watching, and I'll put the volume off. Okay, so I turned the volume off on that. And okay, great idea. Thank you guys. I never would have thought to get my cell phone to try to look for the messages. And it is so odd now to look over here and see myself on the phone and then look and see myself over here. That is very odd. But okay, so So Kimberly says it's just her hosting. Invite video coming this week. Oh, all right. So the Show Some Love to collaboration is just Diva. I guess I thought it was Diva and Stephanie because Stephanie was the one that sent me the message. So, okay, it's just Diva that's hosting that one. And I had forgotten the Sweet, Sexy, Sassy Valentine's collab. So I did get that in now. So you guys heard me say that one. And excuse me. Oh my goodness, Maria at Yitra, they've had some trimmers today. Oh my goodness. Sorry, that sneeze came on out. Okay, so Marilyn at Fabulous Designs on a Budget left us. So I don't know if she heard me asking her the questions about her collaboration. So if not, she will join us later with that information. Okay. Good. I think we're good then. I think we're on track, but I'll keep this down here so when people add another comment, I can see it. Thank you guys. I wouldn't have thought to do that. All right. So now the February 9th Show Some Love collaboration is with Diva Designing on a Dime only, no co-host. And she hosts this I think this will be the 4th year that she has done this particular one. So there is that. All right. And then if you ladies know of any other collaborations that I don't know about, then feel free to share those details. So we'll go from there. So there is that. So those are all of the collaborations that I have that go through February 12th. And so then when I come on live next week, it'll be probably the 18th, I think, is when I'll come on live again. Let's see. It'll be the 19th. And so then I will give announcements that go through February 19th. So I try to give them 30 days out. So there's that. So now Marilyn says, is this a new channel? Is what a new channel, Marilyn? So is Fabulous Designs, are you asking if Janae Whitney is a new channel? I'm not sure, but maybe you guys are just talking to one another. So there's that. All right. So there's that. So now we've done the information related to the warning we received from Roberto Blake regarding email hackers trying to create scams and trying to pirate your YouTube channel. We've talked about the upcoming collaborations. And so now, if you guys want to do a couple of goals for your YouTube channel, we can, or we can go ahead and jump off because we've been on for a while already. And I don't want to keep you on and just talk. Not tonight, not on this channel. So do you guys want to look at any goals, or are you guys good? And we talked about goal setting last week. And the thing about goals, I told a couple people that some of the goals that they gave were wishes and not goals. And wishes are when you say, well, I want to work out at the gym more, or I want to get healthy. That's a wish. But a goal is when you say, I will work out at the gym 3 times a week. A goal is when you say, like I want to upload more on my YouTube channel. But a goal is when you say, I will upload 3 times a week by, starting this week, that kind of thing. So that's just something to think about. Oh, and I got an email from Stephanie saying that Therapeutic Designs with Deborah is hosting her first challenge. Her email is up, and Diva is the only person on the challenge. What was her challenge, Stephanie? What was her challenge about? I don't remember. But it is kind of unfortunate when only one person jumps in on a collaboration. It just makes you feel so sad, so frustrated. So if you guys might want to check out Therapeutic Designs with Deborah, go to her channel and look at whatever her invite video says. And if it's something that makes sense for you and you can do it, we can try to show her some love if possible. All right, I'm looking down at my phone to see the notes. All right, so Rita's jumping off. Different people are starting to jump off. So did you guys want to talk about any kind of goal setting? Well, let me just mention real quick then regarding goal setting, and then we can, if a couple of people didn't actually bring one, then we can go ahead and wrap things up. But when you set a goal, it is SMART. So it is specific, it's measurable, it's attainable, it's relevant and realistic, and there's a time frame associated with that. And I kind of walked through last week how I had set up a goal to create my email list. And so now, just for a little bit of accountability, when we talked last week, one of the things that I was going to do was to get my email list started. And I was going to, what did I say I was going to do? I was going to work on a freemium which was an offer to like a printable to have available for people to click on to sign up to get on my email list. And I ended up not doing that one, but I did create 2 printables. And here's the thing, I've got with my new channel and my new branding, well, I should say with my new branding on my This and That with Denise, I'm really trying to niche down and focus on cooking, cleaning, and laundry. And several of my subscribers several different times have asked me to do a video on meal planning. So I did a live stream. So I wanted to do my new show on that channel to address something related to cooking or cleaning. So I thought, well, we'll talk about meal planning in this one. So on my trial show, just to see how the live stream works and whether or not everything's sorted out okay, I did a live stream on how often should you change your bath towels. That live stream was so much fun, and there was so much discussion about what people thought should happen. And then I had, of course, the information about what the experts say should happen. If you haven't seen that video, check it out, because it was really a lot of fun, and there was lots of people jumping in on it. And when I went to a sorority meeting on Saturday, a couple of my sorors had seen the Facebook discussion, and they had jumped in. And so they were like, it was just funny. So then on Thursday, my real show was Meal Planning 101, Step 1. And I talked about how to meal plan and, to start with planning around your protein. And then I realized that those people would want a meal planning worksheet. So that was the printable that I created last week, was the meal planning worksheet, so that they could use that to plan their meals. And then I thought, well, they need a meal planning worksheet. They're probably going to need a grocery list as well. So then I created a grocery list that they could also take with them after when they plan their meals. And then when they go grocery shopping, they could use that. So I did create 2 printables, but it wasn't the printables that I thought I was going to create. But it worked out, and it worked out for my channel, and it worked out for what I needed to do. So I'm really excited about that. Now, the next thing I need to do is to connect it to like my MailChimp email providers, so that I could put that link in the description box and they could click on it and it would take them to there. Since I didn't have that prepared, I said at the end of the video, so if you want this meal planning worksheet, just send me an email and I'll send it to you. And I did have a couple people that sent me an email that wanted it. And so then I sent it to them, and then I put there, and I told them that when you requested, I'll put you on my email list so that when I get everything set up, you'll get all the future stuff. So it worked out. So that I say that just to say this. So if you don't have your email provider for your business and your freebie or your printable or whatever selected and working for you yet, then what you can do is just go ahead and create that printable and say, so now if you want this, just email me and I'll send it to you. And then when you email me, I'll put you on my email list. Now, here's the other thing. I know some of you are saying, well, you already started an email list with that product review checklist. Well, yes, I did. But those are two different populations of people. The people that signed up for the product review checklist, they signed up for the product review checklist because they want to do product reviews. They want to grow their influence through YouTube video. The people that signed up for or that requested the meal planning worksheet, they don't want anything to do with product review. So I can't use one list for everybody. And I can't send the people on the product review list the meal planning worksheet. You see what I mean? Okay, so Diva Designer on a Dime with Kimberly Davis. She says that Therapeutic Designs by Deborah has an open invite. It's an under-the-counter organization challenge, and it's on February 1st. So under-the-counter organization challenge. Okay. Now, looks like Pam at Creative Homescaping says, would anyone be interested in a weekly organizing challenge? I'm thinking of picking small areas each week as a goal for the week. Oh, Pam, that's a great idea. And you know, January is organizing month. That's why you see a lot of organization videos in January. So Pam, when you say a weekly organization challenge and you're thinking of picking small areas each week as a goal for the week, I think that's a great idea, Pam. I think you ought to do it. And I think you get lots of people that would be willing to jump in on that. Rucker, let's see, she's talking to somebody else. So My Blessed Nest, which I think is Carol, is asking Pam, are you going to be doing a weekly video? So Pam, you know, I think you're onto something. You say it's kind of loose, but why don't you firm it up a little bit? And like maybe you could say 1 week you're doing a challenge on maybe refrigerator organization, and maybe the next week is under the sink organization, and maybe the next week is like under the bathroom sink organization or the utensil drawer or something like that. Think about small areas in one space or several spaces, small area. Like I'm focusing on the kitchen for January and February. So maybe you might start in the kitchen and then you might move to somewhere else. So I think you're onto something, Pam. So you say you could kind of a loose challenge. You could create one playlist, but maybe put the areas on the community tab and we could all work on that area. Yeah, that's a good way to use your community tab too. Because here's the other thing. One of the things that you'll notice is that more and more people, especially some of the big YouTubers, are putting their invite videos on their community tab and not on their channel per se as a video, because those invite videos don't get as many views as their other videos do. So it messes with their numbers. So that's why they're starting to put their invites on their community tab. So when you go there, you look at that information, you see it, and then you create your video, but it doesn't affect their metrics. So Pam, that's a good idea, is to put that invite on your community tab, and it teaches your people to come there. But yeah, you could work each week in a different area. You might consider having somebody co-host with you, or something else you could consider doing. Excuse me for snorting. I'm getting snuffy all of a sudden. Maybe you could do a collaboration or a closed collaboration where maybe there's 4 of you guys or 6 of you guys, and you're all working on the same areas that week. So maybe there's 6 of you guys that are doing utensil drawer orientation or refrigerator orientation or junk drawer or linen pantry or something like that. And then you each you'd have a playlist of just the 6 of you. And you say, so when you're done here, be sure and check out the playlist, because Mary and Rita and Kim and Wani and, you know, Denise are all participating, and they've got videos on this. So be sure and check them out. And I've got them linked below. So there's that. You can consider doing that too. And speaking of links, let me also say this. This is off the topic a little bit. Liz, I didn't get that, so thank you. I'll check that email out. But one of the things you guys may notice that I've been doing is adding links in my comment section. So at the end of your video, for example, Pam, let's say you do your organization video, and at the end of your video, you thank you say, and now this is the comment section of the below your description box. And so you say something like, in this video, I'm showing how to organize my bathroom linen closet. But be sure to check out how I organize my under the sink in the bathroom. Here's the link. And so then you put the link to the next video you want them to go to in your comment section. This is a way of keeping them on your YouTube channel, watching your videos. And so you get credit for, you know, increases your watch time, may increase your subscribers, but you're telling them where you want them to go. Don't necessarily give them a link that takes them off YouTube. Now, if you look at my YouTube description box, I may have some links down there, which I don't have them in this one yet because I still got to do it, that might take you to my Amazon store. And you might want to buy my new Instant Pot or whatever I've got. Those links take you off of YouTube. Now, they also help you make a little money if people buy anything. But just keep in mind, those links take you off of YouTube, and that's not what YouTube wants. And what I've been hearing a couple people do, several things, I hope I don't forget it. I want to talk about Amazon store, watching links and comments to make to your viewers. So if I forget those three, somebody remind me. But so let's say you have an Amazon store, or you don't. For example, I don't think Diva Designing on a Dime has an Amazon store. I looked once, and I don't think I saw one. She's got some other links, but she doesn't have an Amazon store. And Diva, I really think an Amazon store could be a good move for you. Here's why. You were doing a video, and I don't remember what it was, but whatever it was, you were cooking something, and you showed that Frontier Woman picture that you used to pour whatever you were pouring. And I looked at that picture. I was like, because you guys know I love pretty little pictures. So I was like, where'd you get that from? And you said at the time it was Pioneer Woman. I went out and bought that Pioneer Woman picture within the next 2 days. Now, if you would have had an affiliate link to Amazon, I could have clicked on that link and I bought that picture. I could have ordered it. They'd have sent it to my home, and you might have got, I don't know, 25 cents, 50 cents, whatever, but you might have got a very small commission for me purchasing that picture. And you show some good stuff. So, and you've got good influence, you know, you are trusted, you are respected. So if you had an Amazon affiliate store and you would mention items that you're using in your videos, people might want to go and buy them. Like I went and bought that picture, like on the spot. So Kimberly says she's got one now, but she just doesn't have it up yet. I think it's a good move for you. Like I said, I bought that picture because you had one. And I've said it several times that I saw this on your channel and I went out and got one. Because I don't typically like Pioneer Woman stuff. It's just a little too colorful for me. But that Dahlia measuring cup was a game changer. I had to have that. So there's that. So for those of you, if you've got, and I'd say 500 or more subscribers, and I would wait until then because Amazon's going to ask you, you know, like some questions. But if you've got 500 or more subscribers, maybe even waiting to 1,000 subscribers, I encourage you to consider getting an Amazon affiliate store. And then when you do videos and you use various things in your videos, you can say, now, in case you're interested in this, I've got a link below to my Amazon store or my Amazon affiliate link. So if you think you might want to check it out, take a look at it. If you decide to buy it, I get a small commission at no extra charge to you. So you want to position yourself to be able to get some other streams of income, because maybe you don't have enough watch time or subscribers to qualify for the Google AdSense account. But you might be able to get an Amazon affiliate store and begin to make a little money with that. So there's that. The other thing that I've noticed is that some of the YouTubers are beginning to ask people to visit their Amazon store. They are actively saying, now, if you want to support this channel, one of the things you can do is, visit my Amazon store, click on the link, and, buy through that at no additional cost to you. Or I've heard Clean My Space and several others say something like, now, if you want to support my channel, the best way you can do that is by watching another video. Check out the one I've got linked in the comment section. Now, Clean My Space is no joke. They must have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and girlfriend is making all kind of money with her cleaning business. But at the end of every video, she says, so if you want to support this channel, you can do that best by watching another video. And here's one linked in the comment section below. So consider doing that. Okay. Darcy just joined us. So hey, Darcy, it's good to have you with us. Let's see what else. So what else did I say I wanted to be sure and talk about? Amazon links, request. Oh, one of the other, and I've mentioned this several times, but guys, ladies, you guys have got to learn how to adjust your audio. Some of you, the music you put in is just so loud. You've got to learn to do that. And if you don't know how, and I can't show you how to do that because, everybody's software is a little different. So ask your child, your grandchild, anybody over the age of 12 can probably show you how to do that. Okay, so now My Blessed Nest wants to know, can you ask some questions on going live? Yes. So I'll just start addressing that, and then I'll just I can see if you put a question in there. So for whatever reason, the chat's not working here on my desktop. So I'm using my cell phone, a suggestion given to me by one of you guys. So thank you for that, to see the answers. So as far as going live, so number one, you cannot go live on a mobile device unless you have 1,000 or more subscribers. And that is because there was so much, problems with the kind of videos that were being uploaded. So YouTube has said, unless you have 1,000 or more subscribers, you can't go live with a mobile device. That's number one. So for me to do these live streams on this channel, YouTube Talk with Denise Jordan, I've only got 60 subscribers on this channel. So I can't go live with my iPad like I normally do. So I'm going live with my desktop. I got a new camera and I'm going live there. No, Pam says she thinks it happens when you try to add music through YouTube instead of in software. Oh, now I don't know about that. When I put music in my videos, I've got my software up and I pull in the music in right along with my video. However you do it, though, you have to learn how to adjust the audio, because some of you, the audio is too loud. I'm like, whoa. And I turn it way down, or the audio is so loud you can't hear the people talk. So there's something to think about. So I think it's Carol at My Blessed Nest wants to know, do I have software and how do you set up ahead of time? I don't have any software for going live. So right now on this new channel, YouTube Talk, I'm going live through my desktop. So I've got a camera that I'm using. It's this one, which is a Logitech C920 Pro HD webcam. I'll link it below. so that you can check it out if you're interested in taking a look at that. It's not real expensive. It's less than $100. And I had my husband get it for me as a gift when they had it like on Black Friday or something like that. I think he got it for like 50 or whatever. So, but you know, this is what I'm using. So there's that. And on the YouTube setup, I'm going live through the webcam, and then there's information that they give you, but you are allowed to schedule the videos. You can schedule them several days in advance. You don't just have to set it 30 minutes. You can set it days in advance. Yeah, it'll let you schedule days, even weeks in advance. So maybe you just need to double click on it. There's that. So Pam says YouTube doesn't allow you to adjust the volume. I'm not sure what you mean by that. So if you're going live through your laptop, that doesn't count as a mobile device, I don't believe. I think your laptop counts as like a stationary device. It's considered more substantial than a phone, than a cell phone. So I think that that should work okay. And maybe you just need to fiddle around with the date thing. But Carol, I think I caught yours. I believe I did. I left you a comment. Oh, when you add music, after you upload to YouTube, the YouTube music editor doesn't have volume adjustment. Okay, so that's the problem. I can't address that. Maybe you can try to figure out how to add music before you upload to YouTube. Try that. Try to, when you pull in your YouTube video for editing, pull in the music as well. So let's try that. The other thing to do when you go live, remember you do not leave the screen. When you're done talking, stop. If you don't have anything to say, you don't have any more content, like stop. Like I asked you guys, okay, guys, we've covered the content. Does anybody want to do goals? Nobody wanted to do goals. So I said, okay, well, then maybe we need to, wrap it up. And then Carol asked about live streaming, which is perfectly great because this is part of what we do on YouTube Talk. We talk about YouTube related stuff so that you can grow your influence with YouTube video. So try to figure out how to pull that in so that you can add your music with your editing software, because it's such a distraction when the music's too loud. People will just bail. So there's that. Live streaming, other tips. One of the things that I'm learning, and you guys would think I know this by now, but I'm still learning. My son, who works in television, well, not television, he works in movies. And he jumped on last week with his silly self, but I asked him to give me some tips on how I can do better. And I also asked my daughter, who, took her degree in telecommunications, and she does lots of presentations, how I could do better on my live shows so that I can do a better job for you guys. And one of the things that Justin said was to offer a recap so that when new people jump in, which they will do a recap periodically throughout the show so that I can let them know what it is they've missed. So just at periodic intervals, do a recap, but don't maybe do everything, but just a real quick and simple recap so they feel part of whatever's going on. So there's that. My daughter mentioned that when she's on a live stream, she says she doesn't like it when she goes on live stream to have to listen to everybody greeting, doing all this greeting. And that's why I will try to, when we first get started, I will try to do some greeting then. And then once we get into the content, I try to stay on task with the content and then come back to greeting people so that I can, so that I can acknowledge them, because I do appreciate the fact that you guys are on. And when I'm on live stream and someone says, hey, Denise, how you doing? I'm like, oh, she said my name. I mean, I'm really excited. Like I jumped on when Joan Brody was doing a live stream yesterday. And that girl is blowing up. Do you hear me? But She had over 80 people on that live stream. They've been on there for a while, and she was so funny. But she said, hey, Denise Jordan, we were just talking about you. And I was like, really? I mean, I just like perked up and I was all excited. So people like it when you acknowledge them on live stream, but we have to learn how to do it so that it does not interrupt the flow of whatever it is we're talking about. Good night, Pam. Have a good week. So here's the thing. If you're doing a live stream, like when I do my live streams on my TNT channel, and we're talking about meal planning, I've got content that I'm trying to deliver. So I've got to get to that content within a certain period of time and get it done. So that's why I'll say, so for the purposes of the replay or to get the content delivered, I'll save the greetings for the end or after the contents it's delivered. And that works out, and people understand that. And then there was a couple questions somebody asked, and I said, well, can you save the question to the end? And then I'll address that, because what I needed to do was to get the content delivered. And then once the content's delivered, we can chat all night if you want to. Now, I might get tired, my voice will give out, but if that's what you want to do, we can. But if it's a live stream where you're just chatting and there's no real subject, well, then y'all can just chat. All right, so Pam, you need to reach out with people about that organization series. I think you've got a couple of people that might be interested, and you might even consider having a co-host or whatever. But I think you're onto something there, so be sure to do that. Yeah, Rucker was on there. Okay, so again, there's a difference between a live stream when you're just chatting. You say, okay, everybody, let's chat. What do you want to talk about? I'm feeling really good today. What y'all drinking? And then I tell you all about my day and yada, 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 yada. Y'all jump in, whatever. That's one kind of live stream. And they work for lots of people. Some people are really interested in that. Some people tell about what happened at work that day, whatever. That's fine. Live streams help you get your watch time up. It helps you engage with your community. And here's the thing, too. You can ask questions. You can ask questions of your audience. Like, for example, you guys know how I struggled with the decision to move the Shout Out Sunday show, to take it off of my TNT community and move it over here on YouTube Talk. And so now it's called YouTube Talk. I really didn't want to do that because I knew that the watch time and the engagement from this show helped my other show. So my numbers are way down on my TNT community channel. But there's only like, 60 of you guys on here. So 60 people, and you guys are my dedicated ride or die sisters. And I love you all. So that's why I thought, okay, I'm going to create this other channel. We can do our thing over here, and we'll see what we can do to grow here, and we'll see what's what. But I have to create that same momentum on TNT with my signature content. So that's what I'm trying to do. So I have to I had to create a new show for that channel there. So now Rucker says, how do you keep everything in control on live stream? Junker Necker says she's having trouble with voice being drowned out by music. So I only have it on intro. Yes, but see, first of all, Leah, if your voice is being drowned out by the music, you got to turn the music down. And if, like, I had one video where for some reason, I don't know, I touched something on my camera and my voice was really, really low. So I had to figure out how to increase the volume of my voice through my software. But if your voice is drowned out by your music, turn the music down or leave the music out, because people need to be able to hear whatever it is you're talking about. And so in the intro, yeah, leave it out. Now, Rucker says, how do I keep everything in control on live stream? Well, on live stream, there's really nothing for you to do. Excuse me, guys. There's really nothing for you to control other than if you're getting trolls in the chat box. So now you might want to ask someone to help be moderator for you and choose someone. Like a lot of times, Luann at Around the House, no, Luann at There's Always Something Around Here is my moderator. At least she was on the Shout Out Sunday show. I haven't picked the moderator over here yet, but I'm hoping, she'll continue to do that over here. But the things with the moderator is if you get trolls that are jumping on and making trouble, they can delete them. They can help you keep track of questions. Like a lot of times I'll get lots of questions and I can't remember what they are. So she'll say, so now she might keep track of those for me and then say, okay, we've got 4 questions. And the first one is Leah Rowe, and it's about how to turn the music down because it's drowning her voice out. So then I might say, well, get the music turned down or leave the music out or talk louder, get a microphone, whatever. We might chat with that. But so a moderator can help you with that. A moderator can help you deal with trolls. And also, the moderators can help with like encouraging people to give you thumbs up and that kinds of things. So moderators help you do that. Other than that, there's nothing that you really need to do. A live stream is in a way like a premiere. You just turn it on and then you chat back and forth. I'm looking at you, you're looking at me, brother. I'm looking at me, and you're looking at me. I can't really see you, but all I got to do once it's set up is just chat. And then I can see the chat box over here on the right on this screen, but it's not working. So I got my phone out so I can see what the chat is in here. What software do I use? I use Adobe Premiere. If you're a student at a college or university, your university probably has a student rate that you can use Adobe Premiere. If not, there's a monthly fee that you are charged to use that. And it is pricey. I think it's expensive, but it's the only thing I know how to use. When I first started to learn how to edit, and I was working full-time at the university, the software they taught the students to use was Adobe Premiere. So you go to Studio M, they would teach you how to use that, and that was it. So that's what I learned on. It took me forever. And when I would come in that lab, sometimes the students would go like this, and they're like, oh God, she's back again. But I've learned how to do it pretty good. There's a lot of stuff I don't know how to do, but I know how to do some things. Good night, Sandy. It was good to have you with us. So Leah Rose says she's using Scuba, and there's a lot of people that do that. There's a lot of different softwares that people use that seem to work fine. And if you guys can maybe put in the description box what software you use to give Leah Rowe at Junkernecker some suggestions. So Junkernecker said she uses iMovie. Filmora. Some people use Filmora. There's all different kinds. And what you might consider doing, Leah, is making that one of your personal development items for 2020 is learning how to use either your software better or learning how to use a different kind of software. I think there's even an Adobe Premiere that's a student version or that's a free version. You don't get all the bells and whistles that you get with the other, but I think there's a version that you can get. So Junkernecker, you say no iPhone, but you got some kind of a phone. Whatever kind of smartphone you have, there is a video editing software on it. Like I have an Android. It's got some kind of movie thing on there that I can use. I just don't know how to do it. And then Don Nibbins, Nick Nimmons' little brother, Don Nimmons, has a YouTube channel, and his thing is teaching people how to edit video on mobile devices, and cell phones are a biggie. So you might check out Don Nimmons' YouTube channel so he can teach you how to do various things with video editing software. So whatever phone you have, there'll be a way to edit videos on it. Are there any other questions? Because, guys, we've been on for a while. I think the hubby's come upstairs and gone into the bedroom. I can kind of hear the TV on in there. So, oh, so now Carol said that she set up appointments at the library for free information on how to use the iMovie. And Michelle says it takes her a shorter time to edit on her phone than it does on her computer. So those are just some things to think about. Any other quick cost? Yes, Don Nimmons. Nimmins. Don Nimmons. Nimmins. And if you don't find him, you can definitely find his brother, Nick Nimmons. And then somewhere in the description box, he might have his brother Don mentioned, but it's Don Nimmons. Do I think having an intro can help your channel grow? You know, it is suggested that you have some kind of an intro, but they should not be longer than 10 seconds. So I think regardless of whether or not your intro is just something as simple as if we're just meeting, I'm Denise Jordan, and I teach women how to grow their influence with YouTube video. So hit that subscribe button. That can be an intro, unless you're thinking about a channel trailer. I also have a little bumper or sting that you see at the ends of my video. It's got my logo and this little thing spinning around. I don't have one for this new channel yet. I used to have that at the beginning, but my intro was so long and then I talked so long that I moved it to the end. So now I'm thinking, well, maybe I should move it back to the beginning. And then like on the DIY Mommy, on her intro, her video comes on and she says something, and then you see all these different scenes of her doing different things, and then you kind of know what her channel's about. Then she jumps into today's video. Hi, a lot of new channel trailers since last week. And yeah, I think channel trailers are good for your channel because it lets people know what your channel is about. They know, you know what, I'm in the right place. I want to hear and see Michelle talk about her cleaning and all those different kinds of things. Now, Michelle has the best music too on My Everyday Wife Life. She has the best music on her videos too. So there's that. Yeah, tell them what you're going to do first and then a short intro. I learned that from Sean Cannell. He is one of my YouTube mentors. I'm in his program. And and if you guys are interested in that, I got a new link for that. I'll find it and link it below in case you're interested in that. But he says, you know, people need to know that they're in the right place and that your channel trailer lets them know that, but that channel, rather your channel trailer is good, but your channel intro also lets them know that. So you should be able to get through that whole introduction in 30 seconds or less. So in this video, we're going to be talking about Roberto Blake's warning about email scams and people pirating our channel. But before we get into that, if we're just meeting, I'm Denise Jordan, and I help women grow their influence with YouTube video. So if you want to learn more about, you know, then hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Okay, let's get to it. So today we're going to blah, blah, blah. So that was less than 30 seconds. And I'm still working on my new tagline. So that's why it was a little bit of a So now, Carol says, I need to go back to asking a question to draw people in. And that could be your opening. Remember, we looked at that video by Salma Joffrey, and she gave us 4 different types of introductions to, not introductions, 4 different types of hooks, you know, to start our video with. And one of them could be a story. One of them could be a question. One could be with facts. And one could be, what was the other one? I can't think of what the other one was right then, but it was just so interesting. So for this video, I could have started out with, like, if we were going to start it out with a question, I could have said something like, are you worried about YouTube pirates stealing your channel? Well, in this video, I'm going to address how blah, 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 blah. Because, you know, I started out with a question. Or I could start it out with a story. So many YouTubers are getting their video channels stolen by YouTube pirates. They click on a phishing email, and the next thing you know, their channel has been stolen. So that's a story. The other one is facts. So it could be something like 25% of all YouTubers have had their channels hacked and stolen. Don't let that happen to you. So in this video, you see the difference there? So Liv Rowe, you say you've got a lot to learn. Heck, don't we all? We all have a lot to learn. Like you're right around 250 subscribers. Girl, when I had 250 subscribers, I didn't know what end was up. I mean, so you are much further along now than I was at the same time, because your advantage is that you have joined a community of women. You've joined this global mastermind to help you grow. So some of the things that we've learned, we're sharing with you. A lot of us didn't have anybody to share those things with us. So yeah, we all got a lot to learn. We're all at different learning stages. So I'm just a little bit ahead of some of you, just a little bit. So yeah. So listen, guys, I think it is time for us to wrap this up. We have been on forever. And like I said, the hubby's home. So I'd like to chat with him for just a little bit before he goes to bed, because he's got to work tomorrow, but he's got a double shift. So I will chat with you guys again tomorrow. I will collect that information about the different collaborations that you guys shared with me, and I will write them down. I'll get it tweaked and into the list of notes for the upcoming collabs, and I'll put those in the description box right here on this channel tomorrow. So I will see you guys next time. Good night.